Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Dream Horse. And this is from Bleecker Street, and a very, very Welsh film about the true life horse Dream Alliance, who became an unlikely champion who was bred by this small town bartender named Jan Vokes, who makes a collective to buy the horse and to breed the horse and raise it and put Dream Alliance out into the races. And this is such a perfect, like, small town kind of film. This is from director Euros Lynn, writer Neil McKay, starring Toni Collette as Jan, Owen Teale as Brian, her husband, and Damian Lewis, who plays Howard Davies, who is another one of the members of this collective. And then you have a whole bunch of great character actors here who put together the rest of this small town. And Toni Collette is such an amazing actress. She gets really underappreciated, honestly, because, like, she should have won an Oscar for Hereditary. Like, my God. And she has given such great performances in The Sixth Sense, and you know, even in a smaller role in something like Knives Out. She is such a great talent, and here she's very toned down and understated, and she plays this small town woman so perfectly, who has these conflicts. She has her parents who thinks that she's been married to the wrong man for 30 years and has wasted her life, and she's doing all these odd jobs. And she really captures that every woman feel here. And she also does some great moments of emotional resonance throughout the film, because she really is the heart of this film. And connecting with this horse, you see her reactive acting that really sells a lot of the emotional beats in the film, which is really important. And you also have this small town life captured in this film so well. You just have such a great cast of little characters and so many great actors, from Cian Phillips, Nicholas Farrell, Pete Davison, Carl Johnson, Joanna Page. Just, there's so many different people in this film, and such a great cast of characters and how they're portrayed. They all have their own little archetypes. You have that older woman in town who was always dressed up for everything. You have the local drunk who always is sneaking in alcohol and, you know, stripping his clothes off to celebrate a big race win. And this very, very intellectual little man who loves his socks that have, like, horseshoes on them and very colorful, and really captures his kind of personality. And the other big characters here, you have Owen Teale and his perfect look of, doesn't have all of his teeth, this great, like, ginger graying beard, this big bulkiness about him, playing Brian, who is Jan's husband. And, you know, Brian has had some low points in his life and really hasn't met his potential, but he is so sweet and supportive of Jan, and their relationship is so endearing, even when we do have some of the tension of them looking at their lives as a whole, and have they really made something of this? And has Dream Alliance, is Dream Alliance this special thing that's bringing them meaning to their lives now and going all in on this? And you have Damian Lewis, who plays this other main character, I guess, Howard Davies, who he's been in this position before, has lost a lot of money. His wife is not very happy with him. She would be really not happy if she found out that he was involved in owning another horse. He's the one who kind of brings up this idea because he's been there before. And I guess he's important in terms of the crux of the story, but, like, I never really bought him as a co-lead here. And I guess Damian Lewis's presence as this character made his character, like, one of the leads of the film, but I never really felt super invested in his storyline in this film. It could have trimmed the film a bit. It's an hour and 53 minutes. Not that I ever felt, because like with Lynn's direction, this has a nice pace to it, and it never really felt like it was too long, but I did feel like it's like, do we really need that? But I do admit, by the end, you do have some emotional resonance in terms of his relationship with his wife and some things you find out about his father that really set the stage. And I think those moments are meaningful. This film definitely has a dry humor, dry wit about it. It's not something that's like haha funny, but you know, the interactions with each other, and that's where the real humor lies here, and it brings this charm about it. It has just a charming little film feel to it. And this isn't something that's going to blow you away in terms of like, this isn't Parasite, this isn't Jojo Rabbit, this isn't any big Oscar nominated film, but it's something that works in itself so well and so endearingly that I couldn't help but be entranced by how much I enjoyed and loved this little film. You have a lot of very on-point musical choices that really capture the feel of the film, the personality of the film. There's a couple of great suiting up montages for the big race day and some great music that attached to it, and you have all these characters getting ready. And the race scenes in this film are perfectly directed, and they build such great tension in terms of how they edit shots together, alluding to certain things that might or may not happen during the race, and it builds that tension, leaves you on the edge of your seat. And during the final race of this film, I was getting goosebumps. I was so excited, really engrossed by this film, and this one, its magic hit me and really grabbed me, and it was exhilarating watching these races. I felt like I was a member of this racing syndicate, really rooting on Dream Alliance, and it's all on the line for them, and you feel that. You feel their energy. Everything in this film feels so genuine. It might be very predictable in terms of its story and its plotting, and like I mentioned before, Damian Lewis's arc might not be the most needed addition into the film, but in the end, Dream Horse is such a great feel-good, wonderful little film from Bleecker Street here. This might be the feel-good film of 2021 so far. And I really hope all of you out there listening to this review goes and checks out this film and shows his support, because this is a beautiful little film, and this is the kind of film that you want to see be that engine that could. So go support Dream Horse. But those are my thoughts on the film. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.